Hello, everybody. I know it's been a few months, but I've been sidetracked and I'm a little stumpy right now. A lot of things going on. I ended up getting hurt at work in November. I worked through it. Turns out I need a little surgery, tore my bicep. Go figure. And I'm the only moron that works through it for 5 or 6 months before I get surgery. So regardless, I got a bunch of things to show. I might make 2 videos today, but the first batch I got to show is some records I went out on my birthday way back in September and went down to my local record store to buy, and then nabbed a few. Let's just jump right through these real quick. Big Brother and the Holding Company, of course, with Janis Joplin. Some bluesy, slightly psychedelic music going on. If you don't know them, you could take the horse to the water, you can't make him drink. Anthony Braxton, Creative Music Ensemble, Creative Music 1976. Beautiful, beautiful. King Crimson, I believe this Islands? Yes, Islands. This album was a lot more subtle than I would have expected. It wasn't that crazy out there King Crimson. It was, I don't know if saying beautiful is, but just this quiet simplicity to the music. Really enjoyed it. Fool's Mate, Peter Hamill. This is a great record. It is somewhere in between like pop and circus music with, touches of psychedelic and kraut mixed in there and progressive. I mean, it's weird, it's wacky, it's tremendously fun, and there's a couple songs on here which just grab you. Really enjoyed it. Peter Hamill, of course, is from Vandegraff Generator, and what do we have here? Vandegraff Generator. The least we can do is wave to each other. This, I'm told, or when I got it, I remember him saying, "Oh, it's a U.S. cover. It's rare. Whatever. Like, I give a shit. All I know is killer music." Juicy Lucy. Lie back and enjoy it. Some, how do you put this? Just classic rock. Kind of a bit of a hard edge to it, but just some classic rock. Very lovely, kind of almost bluesy, throaty vocals. Upbeat, fast, and fun. This one's pretty cool. John Entwistle and Whistle Rhymes. Whistle Rhymes. John Entwistle, of course, from The Who, great bass player. Pacific Gas and Electric. Gary Burton and Steve Swallow. Some ECM going on here. Hello. Hotel Hello. Julie Tippett's Sunset Glow. This is a beautiful album that is somewhere in between like folk and jazz and classical. It's really pretty. I don't know if I would say necessarily like soft album, but it's subtle with its intensity, and it's just beautiful all the way around. And the last from this dig, we got Scratch the Surface from the Groundhogs. Some late 60s psych going on, very bluesy. Almost call it more of a blues rock than a psychedelic album, but of the time it was a psych album. So let's just jump into this next one. We'll do a big long video. We'll go through all of these we got, and these are the ones that I've just been coming in through the mail and I've been collecting the last couple months, but whatever. Some more record extravaganza. This is records. I Don't Live, I Exist. This is a band from the UK that is noise rock, but it sounds very much like the 90s. The bass playing on this is just incredible. The bass tone that the guy has, it's either like an old Gibson that he has some kind of like boost going on to it that's really pushing it, or it's like a modern what do you call it? Like a modern bass that has effects built into it, like a preamp built into it, that's driving it. Great bass tone to it. Very 90s-ish, almost grunge-ish in way. The singer sort of does this Cobainish scream going on. Really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Put a Bandcamp link down. There's a Bandcamp link for that one. George Adams, Sound Suggestions, ECM from 1979, I do believe. Yes, 1979. I was not familiar with this album, but the players on it made me had to get it. Kenny Wheeler, Richard Bayrock, Dave Holland, and the wonderful, wonderful Jack DeJohnette. This is a great album. Great album. Somewhere in between like classic sort of bop sound and a bit more of a higher level register of spiritual jazz. Really good. Really good. Mainstream, but beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If Waterfall, some great jazz rock from the 70s going on. Some funky thrust, Herbie Hancock. The funky Herbie Hancock. This is from 70 something, like 72, 74, something like that. Fire, Defeat, the latest Fire album off Room Gramophone. These group of gentlemen just keep getting better and better with every album, I swear. This album is great. It's not as sort of far out there and free jazz as some of their works. This is more groove oriented, but just awesome. Absolutely awesome. Brain Fever. This is an album I came across. It's a one-sided EP that I came across because of my hunting for the local Florida 90s bands. This features members that were in various projects throughout Florida in the 90s who all are friends, got together and made this album. It is screamo hardcore, but it's also slightly melodic. Really, really enjoy it. I'll put a Bandcamp link for that one as well. This is a beautiful album. Deep Fried Grandeur by Riley Walker, who I never heard of, and the great Japanese band Kikagaku Moyo. Beautiful. It's somewhere in between Eastern folk and psychedelic. 2 songs on it, each cover one side of the disc, so they're about 18 to 20 minutes in length, and it just sort of grooves. You put the music on and it builds, and it never really sort of hits a wave and crescendos over. It just carries you with it. Absolutely beautiful. Again, I'll put a Bandcamp link for that one. Dual Myths by Mainliner. Mainliner is a band slash side project of the Acid Mother's Temple frontman. So as you might imagine, it's loud, it's raucous, it's slightly spiritual in nature. It doesn't really sound like Acid Mother's Temple because it doesn't have that sort of folky element that Acid Mother's Temple does. It's more of that just in your face sort of noise, feedback, raucous music that again kind of has a bit of a spiritual Eastern sound to it when the vocals come into play. And it kind of catches you off guard, but beautiful, beautiful. Anything by Kawabata Makoto, I just eat up. So I was very excited when this came out. No Wave Revolution, Music Revolution Ensemble with this features James Bud Omer, Dave Murray, and Ronald Shannon Jackson. This is some great spiritual jazz that has a bit of an angular tone to it because James Bud Omer doesn't necessarily just play guitar, he plays it weird. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Really excited. I've been wanting to get that for years. I finally got around to it. Ruins. I think this is their second or their third album. I cannot remember. Great Japanese noise rock from this is either from the late 80s or the early 90s. I can't remember. You'll forgive me, but features the drummer Tatsuya Yoshida, who is another one of those artists that anything he's in, I just eat it up. So happy to add that to the collection. And the last one we got, this video is getting a little long. Deftones Gore, their album that came out before, or I should say, the second to last album they released. They had a new one come out last year. This one came out a couple years ago, I think 2017 or 16, something like that. A bit more mellow and shoegazy than some of their other work, but it still has that sort of hard metal sound to it. I think it's great. I think it's a great album. I didn't really warm up to it the first couple times I listened to it, so I never got around to getting it. But after their latest album came out last year, I just kind of revisited this one. I was like, oh yeah, you know, I need to pick that up because it's good. It's really good. Some of the fans, some of the older fans like myself don't like it, but I think it's fucking great. So there we go. I finally caught up due to my stumpiness. I get this stupid cast off on Monday. Wish me luck. I can't wait. That thing is itching and burning like crazy. But hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, till next time.